For decades, we've been told that walking is the perfect exercise for older adults, safe, low impact, and accessible to everyone. Walk at least 30 minutes daily, doctors recommend. But what if I told you that this generalized recommendation might be doing more harm than good for many people over 70? Recent research has revealed concerning aspects about walking as the sole form of exercise for older adults. No, I'm not suggesting you stop moving. Quite the opposite. What science is discovering is that certain types of walking, performed in certain ways, might be accelerating physical deterioration rather than preventing it. In this video, I'll reveal why the standard advice about walking might be squandering your longevity potential, and, most importantly, what you should be doing instead to truly strengthen your body and extend your life. Stay until the end, because the last point directly contradicts what your doctor has probably recommended about exercise intensity. The hidden problem with low-intensity walking. Dr. Robert Salas, former president of the American College of Sports Medicine, points out the most recent research shows that low-intensity walking, while better than nothing, provides significantly fewer benefits than we previously thought, especially after age 70. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society that followed more than 4,000 older adults for 10 years, those who exclusively engaged in low-intensity walking experienced 24% more muscle loss than those who combined walking with other types of exercise. Why does this happen? The main reason is a phenomenon known as minimal adaptation. Your body is incredibly efficient and quickly adapts to repetitive demands. After decades of walking, your body has optimized this movement, meaning it gets fewer benefits over time. The silent muscle loss that walking cannot stop. After age 70, our bodies face a relentless enemy, sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. This condition reduces strength, physical function, and is directly correlated with reduced longevity. Dr. Jonathan Bean, director of Harvard's Aging Mobility Disorders Research Center, explains, conventional walking simply doesn't provide the necessary stimulus to maintain muscle after age 70. Without sufficient muscle tension, the loss process will continue, even if you walk daily. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine showed that older people who relied exclusively on walking as exercise lost approximately an additional 1% of muscle mass each year compared to those who performed resistance exercises. This accelerated muscle loss leads to a vicious cycle. Less strength leads to less activity, resulting in more muscle loss, creating a spiral of deterioration that can significantly shorten life. The hidden impact on bone density. Another critical issue that walking alone doesn't adequately address is bone density loss. After age 70, maintaining strong bones is literally a matter of life and death, as approximately 33% of people who suffer hip fractures die within the following year. Dr. Maria Fernandez, a geriatric medicine specialist, warns, traditional walking simply doesn't generate enough load to effectively stimulate bone formation in older adults. A specific mechanical stress is needed that regular walking doesn't provide. A University of Missouri study followed 189 adults over 70 for 5 years and found that those who exclusively performed walking as exercise had bone loss rates 23% higher than those who incorporated resistance and controlled impact exercises. If you're finding this information valuable, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support allows us to continue sharing this vital research that can literally add years to your life. Give this video a like so we can reach more people who need this information. The controversy about intensity that no one mentions. Perhaps the most controversial aspect about walking after 70 is intensity. For decades, doctors have recommended gentle, moderate walks to avoid injuries. However, current research is directly challenging this notion. A groundbreaking study from the University of Birmingham, published in Cell Metabolism, demonstrated that older adults who performed high-intensity walks with intervals of accelerated pace experienced 17% improvements in insulin sensitivity, 30% in cardiorespiratory capacity, and surprisingly, a 9% reduction in cellular aging markers. Dr. Thomas Wilson, an exercise physiologist, explains, the problem isn't walking itself, but the constant and predictable intensity. Our ancestors didn't walk at a steady pace on flat, paved surfaces. They varied their speed, climbed slopes, traversed irregular terrain, and occasionally ran. This lack of variability and intensity leaves older adults without the necessary stimuli to maintain optimal metabolic, cardiovascular, and muscular health. What you should do instead of just walking. You don't need to abandon walking. You need to transform it and complement it. Here's what current research recommends. 1. Incorporate intensity intervals. Instead of walking at a constant pace, add short intervals of higher intensity. The 30-30 protocol, developed at the University of Sydney specifically for older adults, has shown remarkable results. Walk normally for 30 seconds. Walk as fast as you safely can for 30 seconds. Repeat this cycle 5 to 10 times within your regular walk. This simple change has been shown to increase cardiorespiratory capacity by 14% and leg muscle strength by 12% in people over 70. 2. Add terrain variability. Always walking on flat, paved surfaces deprives your body of important stimuli. Dr. Susan Roberts, a researcher in aging biomechanics, explains walking on irregular surfaces, such as park trails, activates stabilizing muscles that normally remain dormant on flat surfaces. A University of Colorado study found that walking on natural, irregular terrain increases energy expenditure by 28% and muscle activation by 85% compared to walking on paved surfaces. 3. Complement with resistance training. The research is clear. After 70, walking alone is simply not enough to maintain muscle and bone mass. The American College of Sports Medicine now emphatically recommends that older adults perform resistance training at least twice a week. Simple exercises such as chair-supported squats, calf raises, wall push-ups, lifting small weights can make a crucial difference in muscle preservation, bone density, and ultimately, longevity. 4. Incorporate balance exercises. A critical aspect that traditional walking doesn't adequately address is balance, fundamental for preventing falls, the leading cause of accidental death in people over 70. Dr. James Peterson, a neurophysiologist specializing in aging, recommends dedicate at least 5 minutes daily to specific balance exercises. Something as simple as standing on one foot while brushing your teeth can significantly reduce your risk of falls. A study from New Zealand's Aging Research Centre found that older adults who perform 10 minutes of balance exercises 3 times a week reduced their risk of falls by an impressive 61%. Conclusion: reimagining movement after 70. The message is clear. Traditional walking, while better than sedentarism, simply isn't enough to optimize health and longevity after age 70. On the contrary, relying exclusively on this form of exercise could be silently accelerating certain aspects of aging. You don't need to abandon walking, but evolve your approach to movement to include variability in intensity, diversity of terrains, complementary strength, and balance exercises. As Dr. Frank Borelli, a geriatric medicine specialist, summarizes, the problem isn't that older adults move too much, but that they don't move in the right way. Walking can be an excellent foundation, but it needs to be part of a broader movement strategy that challenges the body in multiple ways. If you implement these changes, you could not only add years to your life, but also significantly improve the quality of those years, maintaining your independence, mobility, and vitality much longer. It's essential to emphasize that these changes should be implemented gradually. Don't try to incorporate everything at once, especially if you've been doing only gentle walks for years. Dr. Laura Mendez, a physiatrist specializing in older adults, emphasizes the principle of progression is crucial after age 70. Start with small modifications and gradually increase intensity and complexity as your body adapts. Whenever possible, consider working with a personal trainer specialized in older adults or a physical therapist who can assess your current condition and design a program specifically adapted to your capabilities, limitations, and goals. These professionals can make personalized adjustments for conditions such as arthritis, balance issues, or cardiac limitations, allowing you to obtain the benefits of more comprehensive exercise while minimizing risks. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it valuable, please share it with someone who might benefit from this information. Remember to consult with a healthcare professional before making significant changes to your exercise routine, especially if you have pre-existing medical conditions. Leave us a comment with your thoughts or experiences on this topic. Has this information surprised you? What changes do you plan to implement in your physical activity routine? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching this video. If you have questions or comments, leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Until the next video.